So students, as I discussed with you that today I will take your class, and that class will be based on the practical, and some functions remain. So today I will complete those functions, and after that this lesson will be completed. So students, I was discussing about the odd function and int function. So what was the differences between odd function and int function? Let me write here about the odd function. Let me first increase the size of the cells. Okay, odd function, odd function. Basically, what it will do, this will take a number. What it will take, students? Number. So, sorry. Returns the number rounded up to the nearest odd integer. So odd function will take a number, return the number rounded up the nearest odd integer. So what does it mean? Just wait. Basically, odd function, what it will do, it will return the number rounded up the nearest odd integer. Suppose if you write any number like 23.45, 42.45, so this will be to the rounded nearest odd integer. That means 42.33 will be 43. That means 43 is the odd, and 44.65 becomes 44.65 become 45. So this is, and this is rounded to the nearest odd integer. Okay, so next function is int number. What it will do? Rounds a number to the nearest integer. So rounds a number to the nearest integer. So students, the differences between odd function and int function is this: it returns the nearest odd integer, and it returns the nearest integer. So the differences between these two also. Can you differentiate between these two? So the difference is, it is the nearest rounds a number to the nearest integer, and it rounds a number to the nearest odd integers. Odd means it always gives the answer odd number. You know odd number 1 3 1 3. You know 1 3 5 7 9 11. So these are the odd numbers. The numbers which are not divided by 2, that are called odd numbers. Okay. Next one, there are one more function, product. Product, product, and basically it takes what I'm writing here. It takes range. So what it will return? Multiplies the values in a range of cells. Suppose if you are giving some ranges to the product function. Suppose I have number, let me show you the example: 12, 34, 45. So these are the number. I am just using equal to product this, and I am giving this range to column this range, and press enter button. Then you get the product 12 multiply 34 multiply 45, and the answer is 18,360. Okay, students? Okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. So, students, next one is next function is round function. So, rounds a number to the specified digits. That means suppose, let me write the function first. ROUND, round, and it will take two number comma NUM underscore digit. So rounds a number to the specified digits. What does it mean? Suppose, students, we have written a number 52.456789, and I have written, you just round the number to 2 digits. So I will write, I will pass the round, and suppose I'm just telling this answer, ROUND, round, and I'm written 234.56789, comma, I have written 2, and press enter button. You got 235. You got 235. So basically, what the round function will do? Round function rounds a number to the specified digit. That means for a particular which digit to which digit you are specifying, that you will get the answer. Basically, I will make a chart in this class and I will explain each and every function. Let me write first every functions. Next one is exponent function, EXP. And it will take number. What it will do? Returns natural logarithm. You know logarithm? Raised to the power of a number. You know logarithm? I think if you don't know, then leave it. This is not for you if you do not know the logarithm. Next one is square root. SQRT, square root. I think you know this number, square root. Do you know square root?
Yes.
Okay, RETUR returns a square root. So what does it mean? Suppose I am writing here equal to SQRT and I am passing here 4. So you will get answer 2. Is it clear? Because square root of 4 equal to 2. You know this thing? Next one is power function. It will take two number NUM VER number comma number comma power. So what it will do? It will do returns the remainder after a number is returns the result number raised to some power. Returns the result of a number raised to some power. Suppose I am writing here equal to power, and I write 2 comma 3. So you will get it means that it is 2 power 3. So what is the answer of 2 power 3? What is the answer of 2 power 3? What is the answer of 2 power 3? Anybody tell, please? 2 power 3 answer, just give me answer fast. 2 power 3. Can you give the answer?
8.
8. So you will get answer 8. Just see here, 8. Is it clear? Okay. Next one is, if I write mod and I write here NUMB, a number, comma, DIVISOR, divisor. So returns the remainder after a number is divided by the divisor. So student, if I pass here mod, number and divisor, suppose I am writing, just tell me answer, equal to mod, and I am writing 5,2. What is the answer? If you divide 5 by 2, then how much remainder you will get? How much remainder you will get?
1.
1. So the answer will be 1. You get the answer 1. Is it clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one more concept remains, that is how you can, if you do not know the functions, so how you can check the functions, how many functions are present in the Excel. So you just go to the insert function, formulas, and there are one insert function. Click on this insert function, and you just search, you can search also function for adding numbers. If you search like this and go, then you will get some this function SUMS sum funds and recommended, or if you click on all, then you will get all functions, and if you most recent used, you can get from here which function you have used. I used date, average, hyperlink, count, max. So I think yesterday we have used these functions. And so date and time function, what are the date and time functions you will get from here. So this is the thing by which you can get the type of functions which a Microsoft Excel contains. Is it clear? Clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So if you do not remember the function name, so you can go from here. How you will go? You will come to here, formula tab, and then click on insert function button. And just when you click on this, then you will get this pop-up box, and here you can search the functions, whatever functions it have. Next one thing also remains, that are how you can rename a worksheet. So this is the sheet 1. You can rename it also. Just go to here and from the mouse click right button, and there are one option, rename. Click on rename, and suppose I am writing the function name Pramod. Right now the function becomes name Pramod. Is it clear? Is it clear to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can also delete the worksheet from here also. You just click here and delete. This sheet is deleted. Okay, so in this way you can rename, you can delete the worksheet. And next one, this is tab color. Go to here, you just see here, this color becomes which color? Yellow. If I do it red, then you see this color is red. Okay? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, students. So these are the today's complete class, and so student, I'm just trying to make one in a very fast mode. So just be here. I'm writing something, making the result form. Student name, marks. Only 2 column I will be marks, and this one, student name, this one marks. And how many subject marks? Hindi, English, maths. 3 subject marks I am taking. So margin and center, above, bold, size should be something greater, 15, 14. Next one, it is also having this one, student name, margin center, this one, and the size is 15. And yes, this is bold. Okay. So next one is write the subjects. So no subjects. What can I write here? Is this should be the subjects. SUBJEC. Don't worry, your chapter is completed. I am doing some things which is good for you in the English, computer.
Science.
Only 4 subjects. Subject marks. Subject marks, Hindi, English, and computer. Okay, so after that you get the marks, then I can count. Okay, I will do in the below side. Go to the home page and border, and make the border to all 4 sides, and make the thickness strong. So these, and this color should also be big. Okay, so I think this size should be increased. Computer, let me more increase the size. Subject, and this English should be this one. So I'm just writing the student name, and I think something is not good. Let me do one more thing. Remove subject student name from here, and make this complete column merge. This is not merging. Sorry. Okay, let me merge this one. This two. Merge and center, and the content will be here. Content will be here, and the size 14 and bold. Okay, and what should be the here? Name of the student name. STUDENT, student underscore name. Okay, so student name here, subject marks, this will be, and one more thing remains. Let me do it also, center. Okay, I think this is not in the center. Let me do complete in the center. Okay, so subject, suppose I am writing here Ravi. Give me 1 minute more. Hardly it will take 1 minute. Ravi, Mohan, yeah. And Hindi marks is 12, 23, 43. This one. So these are the marks they got. So student, what are the functions? First one, the functions was sum. So if I will apply here the function sum, so I will write here equal to sum sum, and I will do this one colon and colon and this range. Okay, so press enter. You got 123 and increase this one. You got, I think, no, no, this one is wrong. So you will write here also equal to sum sum and this one colon to this one. This, press enter button, you got the answer 133. Again equal to sum, this one, you got this one colon to this one. Click on. Okay, I think the sum is 113 always. 6 plus 3 9, 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay, the answer is same. The sum is same of each and every column. Very good. So 133 133 is the sum. Then this is the sum. Next one is, if I want the average marks, then I will write A V E R A G average, and I will do here click, then colon, then click, then colon. Then in this bracket. So the average marks is 37 point this one. So you can also increase this. So we got different average marks. How? If the sum is same, then how they got the different mark? Let me check it, please. Control Z. Let me do here equal to AVERAGE average. Click colon to click here. Enter. 44 equal to AVERAG average. This one colon to this one, enter. So students, how this is different? Why this is different? Can you tell me? I think, let me check again. AVERAG average. This one, this two, this one, enter. 56. How these are different? Can you tell me? 12, 45 and 56. What is the sum? 5 to 7, 6, 3. And 4 plus 5, 5, 5, 10, 11. 113 and 113 divided by 3. This is the average. So how you get 56? 56. I think this is wrong. This is wrong, and some formulas is applied over here. Let me write here AVERAGE average, and I will do here this one colon to this one enter. 37.667. So 113. So you divide by 3. So 3. This is correct. Again, you just add this. 6 plus 3 9, 33, and 7 to 9. Okay, 133. Okay, then it is correct right now. So this is basically there are some already formulas are applied, so that's why that answer was incorrect. Control X, you can write here Control V. So this is the average of the marks. So students, I done sum, I done average. So next function is, what is the next function? Odd. So I just apply here odd equal to ODD and click over here and just press enter button. Just monitor it. Please monitor it. You will get different answer. Odd 37.667, you get answer 39. Just check here. Equal to ODD. Just click here. You get answer 45. Just click ODD. Just click here. You get different answer 45. Why? Because odd function says that it rounds the number to the nearest odd number. So if it rounds the number, then it becomes 38. What it becomes 38? But students, odd function says that I will not take the 38 because I will take the odd number. So after 38, what is the odd number? 39. So 44 becomes 45. 45 is the odd number. 44 becomes 45 because it is the odd number. So that's why it will take the number. Next, come to the integer. So INT. Yes. Okay. So, are you getting the concept?
Yes.
Achha, one more function, int function. Let me differentiate between odd and int. Press enter button. You get 37. Next one, int. This one, 44 equal to int. This one, you got 44. So can you differentiate between odd and int? After that, you can leave. Can you differentiate between odd and int? Ojasvi, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Can you differentiate between odd and int? Odd function and int function? Basically, odd function rounds the number to its nearest odd integer. And nearest odd integer is 39, not 38, because 38 is the even number. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
That's why it is giving 39 result. And 44 nearest odd integer 45. 44 nearest odd integer is 45. And int said, I will do the nearest round number. So nearest round number is 37. You know this 37, 37, 44 becomes 44, and this 44. Is it clear right now?
Yes.
Okay. So I think this is the end of the class, and you must watch my videos again and again on YouTube. And if you face any problem, then you can write the comment also, and you will do exercise questions from this chapter. Okay. So thank you. You can leave.